guys, this is David Tosh, the race director for the Lake Martin 100, and we're really excited to present the fifth year of this race. As many of you know, last year we were voted by our runners in a survey on Run Ultra magazine the best 100-miler in North America. Now, in this video, I'm going to do my best to show you why. And I feel like there's three major reasons. First, it's just the beauty of the course of the Russell Forest Trail System. The second's our incredible volunteers. And the third is just how simple race planning is and the fact your crew can meet you anywhere on the course and never drive more than 3 or 4 miles. Now, we're going to begin with a quick tour of the starting area, Russell Crossroads. And this is Catherine's Market, which is a great place to eat and a place your crew will hang out during the race. Then just right around the corner from Catherine's, you'll find the Springhouse. And this is a really nice restaurant, a great reward for finishing the 100-mile, I would say. Now, just down the road, in fact, right across the street from where the pre-race briefing will be, is Springhouse Restaurant. It's a beautiful setting and has good food. Now, right below Catherine's in the Springhouse Restaurant are the stables. And if they're not having a wedding down there, be sure and go down and check it out. And you'll enjoy walking over to the pastures and looking at these incredible Clydesdales. One of the most unique features of the Lake Martin 100 is that the race is run entirely on private land on the Russell Forest Trail System, which is over 20,000 acres. The course has one other unique feature to 100-mile races. There's no road sections. It's almost all single-track trail with a few miles of carriage paths and gravel roads, most of which don't even allow cars. Now, that previous shot was at the start of the Lake Martin 100, and this is last year's start of the 27-mile. Nice aerial shot, so you can kind of get an idea of what Russell Crossroads looks like. Now, when you first look at the course map for the Lake Martin 100, it looks a little confusing, but it's actually very simple because there's only 2 aid stations. We're going to diagram it here, turning the course on its side. And as you can see, the location of the 2 aid stations. The first segment of the race from the start to Heaven Hill 1 is a 7-mile arc. Then you do a loop from Heaven Hill back to Heaven Hill that's 6 miles. After that, you leave Heaven Hill, head back to the start finish on a 5-mile section. And then finally, you do a 7.3-mile loop from the cabin that takes you right back to the cabin. And you're ready to start your second lap. And now this is one of the things that makes the Lake Martin 100 such a great beginner ultra, whatever the distance you're running, is because it's so easy to plan. Now, when I tell you the course is a great first ultra, that's not because the course is easy. As you can see, it's actually quite hilly, but only 5 of those hills are over 100 feet of elevation gain. And every trail on the entire course is very runnable. There's nothing technical anywhere, at least not by southeastern United States standard. You just start a lot slower than you think you need to. Now, we frequently talk about how beautiful the Lake Martin course is. These are shots, actually, all of them taken from standing on the trail. Most of them you can see the trail in. And here's a video running along the Dark Valley Loop. Now here we are along the lake on the 2-day trail, and as you can see, it's beginning to get a little bit hilly in here. In fact, this is probably, if anything on the whole course would be considered technical, it's this, because there are a lot of rocks littered around, but it's still very runnable and a beautiful area. Now here we are at Heaven Hill, and as you can see, there's a great view from up there. That's why we put the aid station up there. Now I'm going to brag on our aid stations just a little bit. I started running ultras in 2006, and since then I have run in, although not completed all, of 1,500-mile races, including races like Wasatch, Leadville, Tahoe Rim Trail 100, and Hard Rock. Now, don't get me wrong. These races have some amazing aid stations, but to this day, I have never run across a better aid station than a Birmingham Ultra Trail Society aid station, and that's the Butts. And we're so lucky to have Butts to provide the Heaven Hill aid station and invites members to staff all the aid stations. And the reason they're so good is they're all trail runners or ultra runners, 100-mile runners, or the spouses or significant others of trail runners. Now, one hallmark of all Southeastern Trail Runs races is our aid station food and our post-race food. And a lot of that is provided by this man right here, Logan Cook, who will be there not only preparing our pre-race dinner, he'll be working at the cabin aid station all night and all day the next day, keeping hot food, hot breakfast, and so on ready. And occasionally, as you can see, he throws in a little surprise for the runners too. And we never quit cooking during the race. That the very last finisher at the 32-hour cutoff will have hot food just like the first finisher. Next, we go to the Heaven Hill aid station, which is just an incredible location up on top of this hill. I'm sure that if you like, they'll be happy to pour you a glass of pancake syrup too up there. This is one aid station you'll hear a long time before you ever see it. It will definitely be a beacon in the night. Now, I have to give a huge thanks to Mountain High Outfitters. We could not do these races without them. They've been an amazing sponsor and supporter all through this. And be sure and visit some of their 13 stores located around the southeast. We also want to thank Solomon and Ultra and Tailwind for being a big help, and we appreciate our local guys for helping us so much. Thank you.